What's up everybody, this is Teacher Ivan from NextGen Academy. Our goal in this channel is to help you achieve your highest potential and to help you understand subjects in the easiest and the most efficient way. If you'd like to get more tips and tricks on how to achieve A star in your IGCSE, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. Lastly, if you need any help in your studies, you can always head on to our website, link in the below, or our Instagram, drop us a DM and we'll be able to help you. Enjoy this video and I wish you all the best.
All right. Okay, we are going to go through the second part of this paper, 060621 MJ 2024. Let's go to question 7. It is given this equation where m and n are non-zero constant. It is also given this equation for all values of x. Find the values of m and n. Okay, so they give us y, then they ask us to sub into this d square y, dy over dx, and then y. So the first thing we want to find is your dy over dx and d square y over dx squared. So I write down y value here first, mx squared plus x over 2 plus n, dy over dx, this one we just use power rule, 2mx plus 1 over 2, okay, x will become 1, and the final one, d square y over dx squared, which is equals to 2m. Okay, substitute into here. Okay, substitute. So sub values, 3 bracket 2m equals to 2mx plus 1 over 2 square minus mx square plus x over 2 plus n. Okay, open up the bracket, 6m, 4m square x square plus 2mx plus 1 over 4 minus mx square minus x over 2 minus n. Okay, what are we supposed to do over here? You all look at this, right? We only got one equation, but we are trying to solve for two unknowns. Okay, you need to understand this type of equation is that you want to compare both left-hand side and right-hand side the terms. Okay, so you got x squared, you got x, and one is don't have any x. Okay, we're going to use compare because there's no simultaneous equation for you to do over here. So the method that we'll be using is you want to compare the terms. Okay, before we do that, we are going to group the terms first. Okay, so here, the x square and x square I group together. The x and the x I group together. And then the no x one I put together. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this as 4m squared minus m, you factorize the x squared out, plus 2m minus 1 over 2 x plus 1 over 4 minus n. Can you see what am I doing here? Group it first. Group it over here. Okay, how do I compare with the left-hand side? You look on the left-hand side, there's only 6m. So 6m doesn't have any x or x squared terms. So 6m, I can say that is equals to this x to the power of 0, the one that is a constant. What about the other two? What can I write it as? I can actually write this as like that, plus 0x and 0x squared. Because there's no value, but the value is equals to 0. Okay? You just equate it to equals to 0. Then you just choose the easiest equation. You just equate both left-hand side and right-hand side. Yeah, the first thing I'll do is take x first. I think this one is the easiest one. 2m minus 1 over 2 is equal to 0. Start with the one with one unknown first. So the one with x to the power of 1, okay, or x, I compare the coefficient over here, which is equals to 0 equals to 2m minus 1 over 2. 2m equals to 1 over 2, m is equals to 1 over 4. Okay, so what I'm doing here, we compare coefficient. The next one I'll do is the x to the power of 0, okay, the one that is the constant. On the left-hand side, it is 6m. On the right-hand side is 1 minus 4n. I want to find n, so n is equals to 1 over 4 minus 6m. m that we found just now is 1 over 4, therefore n is equals to negative 5 over 4. Okay, I think just now, a lot of students say get stuck with this. So if you all can do this right now, can you just type a 7 in the chat? Okay, when to do this? As mentioned just now, you only got one equation, but you got few unknowns, more than one unknown. So you can't do any sort of simultaneous equation. The only way that you can do it is you compare both left-hand side and right-hand side. All right, let's move on to question 8. You got the same value, but you forgot to sub in y value. But you compare the original y equation. Okay, later you let me see. I don't understand your statement. Okay, let's move on first, because we don't have time. Okay, question 8. In an arithmetic progression, the sum of the first 30 terms is negative 1065. The sum of the next 20 terms is negative 2210. Find the first term and the common difference. Arithmetic progression, go and look at the formula in front. Okay, what is the sum? Sum, we write down the formula first. N over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. Okay, they gave us the first one. S30 is equals to negative 1065. So negative 1065 is equals to n over 2, 2a plus a plus n minus 1, this one is 29 d. Okay, I will, the 30 over 2 will be 15. I bring to the left-hand side, negative 1065 over 15, 2a plus 29d. Here I get minus 71 equals to 2a plus 29d. Okay, we leave it like this first. Later we see the next equation. What do they want? Okay, this one they use a very interesting way to write the statement here. The sum of the next 20 terms. Sum of the next 20 terms means your 31st to 50 terms. Okay, your 31st to 50th term. 31st to 50th term. When you add up all together, you get negative 2210. So what we can write over here is S50 is equals to negative 1065 plus negative 2210. Okay, which is equals to negative 3275. Because they say the next one. So that means 50 terms up. So negative 3275 is equals to 50 over 2, 2a plus 49d. Okay, let's solve for this. Negative 3275 divided by 25 equals to 2a plus 49d. We get minus 131 equals to 2a plus 49d. Okay, I got equation 1, equation 2. Okay, how we want to eliminate it? How we want to do simultaneous equation? We can do elimination over here. Okay, our minus, both of it, minus 131 minus minus 71. So we get here 60. Okay, we take this one, 2 minus 1. Here will be 49 minus 29 equals to 20d. Right? Here is minus 60. Okay. Therefore, d is equals to minus 60 over 20 minus 3. Okay, then the next thing, I'm going to sub into one of the equations. Sub d into 1. Minus 71 equals to 2a plus 21 times minus 3. Minus 71 plus 29 times 3. Okay, 16 equals to 2a. A is equals to a. Okay, see the working? 5-mark question. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's move on. Next one. Okay, question B. Let's see, question B. A geometric progression is such that its first term and the sum of the first 3 terms is 7. Find the 2 possible values of the common ratio and the sum to infinity to the convergent progression. Okay, why did they need to say this convergent progression? Because they say here sum to infinity. Okay, sum to infinity. later we have to consider what is a condition for sum to infinity. Okay, we do this, we sub in the value here first. Okay, first thing, they say A is equals to 4. The sum of the first three terms. Okay, how can I write sum of first three terms? I can write it as term 1 plus term 2 plus term 3 is equals to 7. Or y'all can go and write the sum of terms also. Okay, but I think this way is easier lah. Okay, so we can write it as A plus AR1 plus AR2 equals to 7, which is 4 plus 4R plus 4R squared equals to 7. Go and solve this quadratic equation. 4R squared plus 4R minus 3 equals to 0. 2R minus 1, 2R plus 3 equals to 0. Solve this, R equals to 1 over 2, R equals to negative 3 over 2. Okay, so we got these two possible values. Okay, did it work for the normal sum formula? Okay, I think can, but might need to simplify a bit more. Okay, so I think this way is easier. I just straight away did this method. Okay, now, how do I know which value to use for sum to infinity? Because I got two R values over here. So you go to the condition of sum to infinity. What was the formula? Okay, go to the formula sheet. They wrote here A over 1 minus R. Remember, there's a condition. R must be less than 1. Modulus R is less than 1. The convergence series. What does this mean? You all need to remember this. Don't neglect this condition over here. Whenever they ask you sum to infinity, most likely they will ask you to find something related to this. They will ask you to prove whether it has a sum to infinity or not. Okay, so here, my condition is that my R value needs to be in between negative 1 and 1. Only one of it is in between negative 1 and 1, which is 1 over 2. Okay, so the R that I'm going to be using is equals to 1 over 2. Okay, so now I substitute it inside. A 4 over 1 minus 1 over 2. 4 divided 1 over 2, which is 4 times 2, which is equals to 8. Okay. You did the normal sum, it gave you cubic. Can you factorize out the R? Can, right? You factorize out the R. Then you should, I think you all should, after you factorize out the R, you should get back into here also. But your R cannot be 0. Okay, R can never be 0. So you have to reject the R equals to 0 value. Okay, number 8. If you all can do this, 8, please type 8 in the chat. Okay, let's move on. Question 9. Okay, the functions f and g are defined by these two functions. Explain why function fg does not exist. Okay, do you all know what is this condition? I think all of you left it blank, right? Okay, let me explain. This one you all need to understand how the graph looks like first. And then we need to understand how to explain it, even though it's 1 mark only. Yeah, I think most of students will leave it blank. Number 1, we have to understand what is gx first. Okay, how does gx looks like? 1 over x squared. Actually, this one you all need to know for your mathematics. 1 over x squared. If you don't know, sketch this out. This is your 1 over x squared graph. Okay? So your 1 over x squared, what is your range? Came on your paper yesterday. Okay, what is the range for this? More than 0, right? Your y is more than 0. So you write down this first. Range is g more than 0. Okay, so we have to understand like this. When we do fgx, what would happen over here? This is your new input. Gx means your entire, your y value. Okay, this is gx, right? So your gx right now, because you are considering this graph, x less than 0 means this part here only. The range of this is more than 0. But when you sub into here, that means this will replace as gx already. When we do fgx, we are doing a composite function. Here is more than 0, but fx only can accept x less than 0. Okay, therefore, you cannot fit this into here. Okay, how we answer this? You just need to write like that. Okay, this is what the mark team write. Range of g is g more than 0. Okay, you just need to write like that. the condition is that your g needs to be less than 0 because gx replaces the x over here. Okay, therefore, it should follow this condition also. Either less than 0 or more than negative. Okay, something, any value less than 0. Okay, I don't spend so much time explaining this, 1 mark only. Okay, but you all understand from here. Okay, question B. Given that the function gf does exist, means your girlfriend exists, find and simplify an expression for g of x. So we're going to substitute this inside doing the composite function. So g 3x squared over 4x minus 1, 1 over 3x squared over 4x minus 1 squared, which you'll get 1 over 9x 4 over 4x minus 1 squared. When you 1 over a fraction, you'll invert it, which you'll get 4x minus 1 squared over 9x to the power 4. Don't go do anything extra. Just leave it like this. Okay, question C. Yeah, I think a lot of students get stuck on this, right? Okay, this question has came out a few times already. If you all see from 2020 to the 2023 papers, this specific type of question has come out a few times for the function. Now they say, find your f inverse x. Okay, I'm going to find f inverse x first. So let y equals to f inverse x. Fy is equals to x. 3y squared over 4y minus 1 equals to x. Okay, my goal is to find y as the subject. So 3y squared equals to x, 4y minus 1. 3y squared equals to 4xy minus x. Okay, rearrange this to a quadratic equation, and your y will be the term. Okay, so you see, this is the quadratic equation. So you want to solve this equation. You see, this is a quadratic. What you all need to do is, you need to, because you see, right, this is a quadratic formula. This is a quadratic formula. What is your a, b, and c over here? A is equals to 3, b is negative 4x, c is equals to negative x. Okay, I want you all to remember this because this is in a quadratic formula form. Okay, you all go and do a few more papers, you all will be able to see, okay, you all will be able to see here, this same type. So I want you all to put in the quadratic formula, negative b, so negative 4x plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Wait, is it minus x or plus x? Plus x, sorry, plus x. Okay, substitute inside. And let's simplify this entire thing. So 16x squared minus 12x over 6. Okay, what can we do? 4x plus minus 16 and 12. I can factorize out 4, square root 4. So square root 4, square root 4x squared minus 3x over 6. What else can I do? Square root 4. Okay, square root 4 is 2, so I can factorize out 2. Here become 2x plus minus. You all look at the form that they want. They want you to factorize out the x, right? So here you factorize out x bracket 4x minus 3 over 6. Okay, can I simplify it further? Which is equals to, oh sorry, this one we are solving for y, not x, because y is the term that we are solving for. Okay, divide all by 3. Okay, so here 2x, okay, they say we only want the negative, right? So you just take away the positive one. So 2x minus square root x 4x minus 3 over 3. Y is also equals to f inverse x. So this one I just write it as f inverse x. 2x minus square root 4x minus 3 over 3. Okay, why do we need to to take away the negative, okay, somehow, right, inside the working, they say justify the negative square root. Okay, so there's actually 1 mark. Okay, there's actually 1 mark for this. Okay, you think this will come out for your paper tomorrow? Okay, hopefully. Let's pray hard. Okay, why is it negative only? Okay, we take negative value because f inverse x, this is your range. Your range of f inverse x will follow the domain of fx. Okay, remember this, range of f inverse x will be equals to domain of fx. What is the domain of fx? Which is equals to x. Okay, you can write down, therefore f inverse x must be less than 0, therefore reject. Okay, reject. Therefore only, let me see, because they never really write the working. Therefore we can write down reject positive square root value. Because if I put here as positive, right, then this whole thing will be positive already. Okay, no problem, Jaron. Later you watch back the recording. Okay, number 9. If y'all can, number 9, can y'all just type 9 in the chat? 999. Okay, let's move on. Number 10. Trigo question. Show that tangent x plus secant x squared can be written as this equation here. So tangent x, we open up this bracket first. This will be equals to tangent square x plus 2 tangent x secant x plus secant square x. Tangent can be written as sine square over cos square. And here 2 sine x over cos x, 1 over cos x plus 1 over cos square x. Simplify this, we see all the bottom part is cos square x plus 2 sine x over cos square x plus 1 over cos square x. Okay, add it all up together. You can write it as sine square x plus 2 sine x plus 1 over cos square x. Okay, what you need to realize here, on top, this is a quadratic expression. A squared plus 2a plus c, or x squared plus 2x plus 1. How can we rewrite this? You can write in a factorized form. Sine x plus 1, sine x plus 1. Okay, you get some clue from here. And you see the bottom part, we want as 1 minus sine x. How can we write? 1 minus sine x. Okay, or what cos square x can we simplify it to? We know this identity. Sine square plus cos square equals to 1. Cos square is equals to 1 minus sine square x. 1 minus sine square x. Then 1 minus sine square x, this is actually a square minus b square, which we can write as a plus b, a minus b. So sine x plus 1, sine x minus plus 1 also, over 1 minus sine x, 1 plus sine x. Okay, so 1 plus sine x, both will cancel. Then you write in the form that they want. 1 plus sine x over 1 minus sine x. Right here, big. Shown. Okay, let the marker see. Show it. Okay, let's go to question B. Hands. Okay, hands and legs. Hands means you're going to use the previous question, solve this equation. Okay, 100% question that will come out is trigonometry, solving. Okay, at least one question that will come out. So from the first question, how are we going to rewrite this? We'll write as 1 plus sine 3 theta over 1 minus sine 3 theta is equals to 6. 1 plus sine 3 theta equals to 6 bracket 1 minus sine 3 theta. Open up the bracket, 6 minus 6 sine 3 theta. Rearrange it, I will get 7 sine 3 theta equals to 5, 6 minus 1. Sine 3 theta equals to 5 over 7. Okay, we have achieved the goal of simplifying the equation first. Now let's do the solving part. First thing that we're going to find is, let's find our base angle. So alpha equals to inverse sine 5 over 7, which is equals to 45.6 degrees. Okay, what do we need to do here? Now we do ASTC. But before that, okay, we take the angle first. Remember this angle here, they gave us is 0 to 180 degrees. The angle that we want is 3 theta that we want to consider in our ASTC. It means from 0 to 180 times 3 will be 540 degrees. So you think about it now, how much is 540 degrees? This is 1.5 rounds, right? So it's 360 plus another 180. Okay, how do we make sense of this? When you draw out your ASTC, okay, your 4 quadrants here, we select first, sine is positive. So which quadrant do we use? Sine is positive. AS, quadrant 1, quadrant 2. Okay, quadrant 1, quadrant 2. Quadrant 1, my angle is alpha. Quadrant 2 is 180 minus alpha. Okay, you all just calculate based on 360 degrees first. So 3 theta equals to alpha, which is 45.6 degrees. Then 180 minus 45.6 degrees, which is 134.4 degrees. Okay, remember the method that I taught you all? If it's more than 360 degrees, you just add 360 degrees to both of these values. And you all see here, right? It's because it is 1.5 round. What you will intersect, you will intersect this thing called the rotating line 4 times. So by right, you should get 4 answers if you really understand the question. Okay, but if you don't know how to do, you all just add 360 to both of these values. So 45.6 plus 360, 405.6 degrees. Then here, 494.4 degrees. Okay, you check these 4 answers. Is it within this value, the range of values here, the domain over here? All of it is within 0 to 540, so we accept all the answers. This is for 3 theta. Now I want you all to divide all the values by 3, which you'll get 15.2 degrees, 44.8 degrees, 135.2 degrees, and 164.8 degrees. Okay, this type of solving question, 100% one question come up. All right, okay, if you all can do for this question, what's this, 10? Please type 10 in the chat. And 10. Okay, let's go. 2 more. Okay, I think question 11 was the question all of you got stuck also. Let's look at question 11. Okay, let me teach you all and help you identify what are the keywords here. The diagram shows a rectangle ABCD with BC equals to X. Area is equals to 400. 2 identical quarter circles of radius X over 2 with center AC are removed from the rectangle to make the shaded shape. Given that X can vary, you see how they're giving you some clues here. X can vary. Find the value of X that gives the minimum value of perimeter of the shaded shape. And hence, find this minimum value. Yes, Catherine, very good. X can vary. This means differentiation already. Minimum value dy over dx is equals to 0. Okay, so you all remember this word, minimum or maximum value most of the time. If it's not a quadratic, that means you use the completing the square. Most of the time, if it asks you find area, volume, perimeter, it's dy over dx equals to 0. So you need to find some sort of equation, then you need to differentiate it equals to 0. Okay, let's see what they give us first. They give us here x over 2. Okay, all this is x over 2, x over 2, x over 2, x over 2. Okay, they want us to find let's find an expression for the perimeter first. Okay, let's find this part first. Okay, this yellow part. This yellow part, it will be 1 over 4 times 2 pi r. The r over here is equals to x over 2. So we simplify this, we'll get pi x over 4. Okay, this is your yellow part. Pi x over 4. We write this down now. Label this. Pi x over 4. Pi x over 4. Okay, this part here is also x over 2. Why? Because x minus x over 2. So this x over 2, here also x over 2. Okay, what about this part here? This part. They give us area is equals to 400. So area of the entire thing will be length multiplied by the x value, okay, which is 400 equals to length times x. Length will be equals to 400 over x. Okay, so this entire thing is 400 over x. Okay, so what is this part here? 400 over x minus x over 2. Okay, this part also 400 over x minus x over 2. If we label, that's fine. I mean, label all of these first, so easier to see. Got it? Parameter. Okay, now let's just add it all up together. Perimeter is equals to 2 pi x over 4, so the yellow color part, plus 2 x over 2 plus 2 400 over x minus x over 2. Let's simplify this entire thing, which will get 1 over 2 pi x plus 800 over x minus x, which will get 1 over 2 pi x plus 800 over x. Okay, we have p. We want to find the minimum value of p. Minimum value of p means I do dp over dx is equals to 0. Okay, minimum value of p means dp over dx equals to 0. Let's differentiate this p, which you'll get 1 over 2 pi. Okay, 800 over x, you can write it as 800 x to the power negative 1. You all can go rewrite that, but I don't write that. I just differentiate straight away. You get minus 800 over x squared. Okay, then equals to 0. Let's solve for this. 1 over 2 pi equals to 800 over x squared. X squared equals to 800 over 1 over 2 pi, which is equals to 1600 over pi. X will be equals to square root 1600 over pi. I will just straight away write it as 40 over square root pi. Okay, 40 over square root pi. If you want to write it as decimal place, also can. You can write it as 22.6, either one of this. So this is the x value, okay, the x value where it happens to be the minimum value that will give you the minimum value of the parameter. This is not the parameter yet. So you need to substitute this x into t. Okay, so here the last one, sub x into t. T is equals to 1 over 2 pi, 40 over square root pi, plus 800 over 40 over square root pi. Okay, calculate this entire thing into a calculator. You should get 70.9. Not too bad, 7 marks. So if you know what to find, it's not too hard. I don't think the equation itself is very hard. Okay, just now a lot of you say don't know how to do 7. Now, do you know how to do 7? If you can do 7, please type. Not 7, 11. 7, 11. Can you all just type 11 in the chat? Any question, please ask. One. All right, are you all ready for the last one for today? Okay, ready, steady, go. Let's go. Okay, let's go to question 12. Okay, question 12, anyone got stuck? I think the proving one, right? Okay, the second part. Okay, that's probably one of the last things that I taught you all in the entire syllabus. Okay, let's see here. They give us triangle OBC. OA to OB is 4 to 7. OD to OC. OD to OC is 4 to 7. OB is B. OC is C. The point P is the point of intersection AC and BD, such that AP is lambda AC, BP is mu BD, where lambda and mu are scalars. Scalars means it's a value. Find two expressions for OP, okay, in term BC and a scalar, and show that P divides AC and DB in the ratio 4 to 7. Okay, this is a 7-mark question. Looks like a lot of information, right? We break down part by part first. Okay, let's start from the very first thing over here. OA to OB, 4 to 7. OD to OC, 4 to 7. So in terms of the ratio, they say 4 to 7. So that means this is 4 parts. Here is 3 parts. Whenever they give you in terms of ratio, I want you all to circle it to differentiate between the value of the vectors itself and the ratio. This one also 4 to 3. Okay, and they give us here, this entire thing is B. This entire thing here is C. Okay, how can I find OP first? Okay, how can I find OP? They gave us this AP and BP also. So we need to use some sort of direction that goes here and goes here also. Okay, so what I will do? Okay, what will you do? You can do like this: OA plus AP or OB plus BP. Okay, so write these two expressions first. OP is equals to OA plus AP. Okay, what is OA? OA is equals to 4 over 7B. AP is lambda AC. Okay, what is AC? So we need to find what is AC first. AC, I can go AO plus OC. Yeah, we just write this at the side first. AC is equals to AO plus OC, which is equals to negative 4 over 7B plus C. Okay, substitute into here. So 4 over 7B plus lambda negative 4 over 7B plus C. Okay, we leave it like this first. Or maybe what we can do, you put the B's together. 4 over 7 minus 4 over 7 lambda B plus lambda C. Okay, this is how I will write it first. 4 over 7 minus 4 over 7 lambda plus lambda B plus lambda C. Okay, second one, the other OP value, because we want to include BP inside. So I'll use OB plus BP, okay, which you will get B plus lambda BD. Okay, BD, once again, we have to go and look back into the diagram also. How to find BD? BO plus OD. So I will find this first. BD is equals to BO plus OD. BO is negative B, OD is 4 over 7C. We substitute into here. B plus lambda negative B plus 4 over 7C. Okay, we do the same thing as above. So B minus lambda. Okay, sorry, I want to factorize this. This one I will write it as. Wait, did I write something wrong? B minus this is mu. Okay, sorry, use wrong symbol. Right? Okay, so 1 minus mu B. Okay, 1 minus mu B, then plus 4 over 7 mu C. Okay, write into these two expressions first for both OP value. Okay, once you have achieved this, how to find, okay, what you need to do is you need to find your lambda and mu first. This, by the way, is a textbook example. You all remember this? Okay, one of the examples, very similar and this was one. They give you the diagram, then they ask you to find lambda and mu. So the next thing you're going to do is you need to compare B and C to each other. So you need to compare both the OP to each other. Okay, so equate both OP values, which you'll get this part is equals to, oops, this part here. Okay, I'm going to write it at the bottom. Okay, equate both of them to each other. Okay, we are now going to compare the B and the B, the C and the C value. Okay, I'm going to just write down first B. 4 over 7 minus 4 over 7 lambda equals to 1 minus mu. C. Lambda equals to 4 over 7 mu. Okay, I'm going to substitute the lambda. Okay, let's call this equation 1 and 2. Sub 1 into 2 or 2 into 1. 4 over 7 minus 4 over 7, 4 over 7 mu equals to 1 minus mu. Let's solve for this. Expand the bracket. 16 over 49 mu equals to 1 minus mu. Okay, rearrange it. Mu minus 16 over 49 mu equals to 1 minus 4 over 7. 33 over 49 mu equals to 3 over 7. Mu will be equals to 7 over 11. Okay, then here we want to substitute. So this is your answer. We substitute the mu. So here will be lambda equals to 4 over 7, 7 over 11. Okay, we should get 4 over 11. Okay, what's the next thing that we need to do? They want you to show, right? Okay, show it's in the ratio 4 to 7. Okay, now we have done until here. So the next part, they give you sub it back to the equation that they gave you. Okay, this is the proving part. AP is equals to lambda AC. This is what they give you. We write it in ratio form. AP to AC is equals to lambda, which is 4 over 11. Okay, so when you write it in over something like this, you can write it in a ratio. AP to AC is 4 to 11. Okay, you look back into the diagram. They give you is like that. APC. APC. That means this is 4 parts. Okay, then this is 3 parts, right? Because the entire thing is 7 parts. Because the entire thing is 11 parts. Got it? This is how we understand. Okay, so you just need to write one more conclusion, which is AP to PC is equals to 4 to 7. You're going to do this same explanation for the other one as well. BP to BP is equals to mu BD. BP over BD equals to mu, which is equals to 7 over 11. Okay, do I keep writing now? BP to BD is equals to 7 to 11. Okay, therefore the final one, you look back in the diagram, BPD is like that. Okay, BPD is like this. BP, okay, P is slightly above here. PD. Okay, same logic and same explanation. This part here is 7. This part here will be equals to 4 because the entire thing is 11 part. What do they want us to? If we can go the other way to explain, because they say they want us to explain in the ratio 4 to 7, right? So you do like that, DP to PB. Okay, DP to PB is equals to 4 to 7. Okay, hallelujah, this one. 7-mark question. And get this 7 marks. Okay, anyone score this maximum 7 marks? Okay, last part didn't get the answer. Yeah. Okay, but is it clear right now? Okay, that I draw this out for you all. Okay, because you look in the mark scheme again, doesn't explain anything here. All right, okay, let's do one last one before we wrap up today. Okay, the point Q is such that OQ equals to 2 over 7B plus 2 over 7C. Use a vector method to show that OQP are collinear. Justify your answer. What's the meaning of collinear? Collinear means all of them lie on the same line. Okay, so all of them lie together on the same line. So you need to take one vector equals to scalar of another vector. Okay, it's a scalar multiple of another vector. To prove collinear, remember this, AB, or you use one vector equals to K another vector. Okay, it might be K, B, C. This is a scalar multiple, but right now we are using the P and Q. Okay, I'm gonna find what is OP first. Since they gave us OQ, I sub in lambda equals to 4 over 11 into the first equation. So OP is equals to 4 over 7B plus 4 over 11C minus 4 over 7B. Okay, I think just now I wrote, what is it? Minus 4 over, okay, where was my equation? Hold on. Okay, I used a previous equation. Let's write into the equation that we did just now. Okay, this one. 4 over 7 minus 4 over 7 times 4 over 11B plus 4 over 11C. Okay, this is the first OP expression. Okay, we will get here 4 over 7 minus 4 over 7 times 4 over 11. 4 over 11 B plus 4 over 11 C, okay, which we can factorize 4 over 11 B plus C. Okay, this is my first expression. Okay, you look at the second one, OQ. So now we want to try to make one equation. So you can start with OQ or OP equals the other K another vector. Okay, so here what do we get for OQ? OQ is 2 over 7 B plus 2 over 7 C. Okay, we can write it like that, 2 over 7 B plus C. You see, both also got B plus C. So actually, from here, actually, we can already say that they are scalar multiple of each other. But if you want to write the full working, this is what I would do. 2 over 7, you want to cause a 4 over 11 bracket B plus C to appear. So you can multiply like this. You multiply by 11 over 4 times 4 over 11. Okay, because I want 4 over 11 to appear. Then B plus C. This is the part that I want OP to appear. So I will take these two. Okay, I'll take these two, multiply with each other, which will get 2 over 7 times 11 over 4. So 2 over 7 times 11 over 4. We'll get 11 over 14. Then this part here is OP. Okay, therefore we can say that OP and OQ are scalar multiples of each other. Okay, this is one point. These scalar multiples actually is to prove for parallel lines also. How do we know that they are collinear and have one point in common? Congratulations. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is this paper? 10 is super hard. 1 is super easy. 1,000, 10,000. It is not OQ 11 over 14 OP. Then what is it? Okay, 8, 9, very hard, this paper. Okay, 7. All right, so I want you all to just check. Okay, do I have extra question on vectors? Of course, a lot more. Okay, we'll go through vectors also, okay, in before our exam day. Okay, so I'll send this to you all. Okay, we'll wrap up this video. This is it for May, June 2024 paper 2-1.